And welcome everybody to lfnav.com, where we're going through the best of video games 2015, and we have the best developer for you guys right now. And obviously we're going to probably talk about like some of the biggest games that came out because, you know, it ties back to
you can, in this day and age, you can really only develop one game at a time. It's
solid
one
big quality
and great.
game, dude. For a year, you can't come out. If you do come out with more, then you're probably not going to be very quality.
Yeah, or you're making tiny games. Yeah,
like Jewel Masters,
or your Nintendo. When you didn't really, you have like a bunch of weird development studios that no one knows about.
That is true. Yeah, they came out with Splatoon and Super Mario Maker this year.
Then, yeah, those two were big Nintendo first party,
but then
first
they also
development.
came out with Mario Tennis and.
But that was more, I think, Camelot did Mario Tennis.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's a couple of the.
Right.
Yeah, this guy.
Right.
Someone was working on the database.
Look at that guy. Whoa, Camelot, dude. Nice drop right there, dude. So we also have Bungie doing Halo 5, or not Halo 5, Destiny. I don't know.
They did that, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Bungie this year, Bethesda, Supermassive with Until Dawn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Man, dude, we got
CD Projekt Red.
CD
The
Projekt
Witcher
with
3,
The Witcher
dude.
3.
Such and dude, the devotion, like they put the personal note inside there,
Yeah, so I was going to
thanking
mention
people,
that,
like
that was the most thing I probably appreciated in video games. A little thank you note when I bought.
And it's not the first time it's been done, but it was the first time that it was like kind of like thrown out there.
Every
like,
Nintendo game
recognized.
growing up, you open the book. I say it's
Thank
like
you
my
for
fucking
playing.
thing. It's like it would be like a little note from the developer, like thank you for buying this game, blah blah blah. And I'll be like, oh, well, thanks. Like
Oh,
Wizards
yeah,
and Warriors,
yeah.
something like that. That was like the first page, and then it was like the Nintendo seal of approval or whatever.
Yeah, and I guess like it just kind of went away for a while, huh?
Yeah,
But-
people like took me for granted for many years, and now Witcher's and CD
Most
Projekt
games
Red
you
are.
don't even get anything in the once you open the case. You don't just get the disc. That's about it sometimes.
Yeah, or you get something like, hey, buy our DLC,
Right.
Rainbow Six.
And we also talked about a little bit the free DLC. They offered hundreds of items, yada yada yada. But the fact that they did that and they continue to address like people's worries, like the storage system in the game wasn't there. And as a developer, they could have just pushed it to the side and just kind of focused on other things, or like but they addressed it right away. Shit, people are upset because we don't have anywhere to store stuff, and they're running out of room. And oh my god, they have all these useless books in their inventory. Well, let's make a separate page and push all that shit in there. And like they address like things that people were bitching about, whether they were small and tiny or huge.
In this day and age, I think that's really important. I think that on top of making a good game, I think having that customer service level is really important to a good developer these day and age. And I think Bungie and CD Projekt Red have done it better than anybody else. And the people behind Batman.
Yeah.
Did they do a good job?
Rocksteady.
Yeah, Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Did it worse. Like, if there was a worse developer list, they would get it based on the fact that that customer service level was so terrible the PC version was broken. They were just
Yeah.
being rude to people, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, and the fact that WB Games farmed out the PC port to another developer too.
Iron Galaxy did some of it.
Not sure how much Rocksteady had in saying like, "Hey, don't do that," or "Yeah, fine."
Yeah, but
farm
my
it out,
whole point
whatever.
of bringing it up, not to shit on Rocksteady again, even though they deserve it because that's an unbelievable disaster,
up, yeah.
was that CD Projekt Red and Bungie have. That's a huge part of the way we look at that company and the games that they make, and the fact that Bungie of all people to me should win Best Developer this year, for the sheer fact that they took Destiny, a game that a lot of people enjoyed, but they enjoyed it like they brute force enjoyed Destiny because they wanted to, not because it had everything that they wanted Destiny to be. And that game was broken in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
We all hated on it. We hated on the DLC, and they released that 2.0 patch and fixed almost everything that people hated about Destiny.
And you didn't have to get the Taken King. You didn't have to buy. It was like literally like, here you go, guys. We're getting it ready for the Taken King, but all you dudes that own this other stuff, here you go. We're fixing it. And like they continue to. The community is like so crazy that the community manager will continue to address shit that people call out. Like this is stuff that you used to look at on a PC, where it was like easily to do. Now it's like we're in the console world, and this is something we, as a console generation, haven't expected or like had before. Is like the connection to like, hey, we're gonna take care of you. We're gonna fix these things. And, a lot of it goes, a lot of the shit that Destiny has gotten is, like, people that put in, like, 300-plus hours onto the game and then, bitch, there's nothing left to do. Destiny still addresses that. They're like, hey, you know what? You're running out of stuff to do. They don't say, well, dude, you've been playing it for 400 hours.
Yeah, they don't shit on you.
Yeah, like you got 400 hours in. Of course there's nothing left to do. They say, hey, all right, let's see what we can add. See what we can fix. Tweaking guns all the time. Whether it's for the good or the bad, it's like trying to fix all the shit that's going wrong with people.
Or like
and-
you guys are so bored you invented Sparrow Racing. You know what? We're gonna add that to the game.
Yeah, that which was super.
That's
cool.
insane.
Like,
Who does that?
the Reddit community had the Sparrow Racing League, and then they're like, well, dude, like people have said like they mentioned Sparrow Racing a long time ago, Destiny did, but they didn't have it in there, so people were doing it. And then they're finally like, hey, it's a small event, like, let's get it going. Did you get some prizes? You get some fun stuff to do in the meantime before their next expansion or more next DLC stuff. So again, like another company that like, hey, is addressing like all our woes and like our issues with a game, when then you have like games like Batman, which are kind of not addressing anything. Like, unfortunately, when there's issues, they can come out and do it. And then Bethesda, we haven't seen anything yet, but they're probably working on it. But like, Fallout
It's impossible
4.
to fix everything that's wrong with Fallout 4 in like the best possible way.
They've released
Yeah.
patches I know already.
On the
I don't know
PC,
exactly
and it
what
doesn't, yeah.
fix what or where the case was.
It's like a 40 pages of fixes, and then it's just not enough. But it's okay. Who cares? It's like a good game in the bottom. It's not a broken
Yeah.
game by any means. And yeah, like I really can't go. CD Projekt Red's done a lot of stuff, all the free DLC and stuff like that. But and the way they supported Witcher 2 into Witcher 3, I keep talking about that. It's really cool to me. But Bungie, like to turn that game around, and people love Bungie and they continue to love them.
I kind of look at that though, that the fact that they had to fix so many things from the start though. Meanwhile, CD Projekt Red, they released a good game from release, while Bungie with Destiny, and Destiny had a open alpha, open beta. That's when they should have probably knew what they had to fix, and then when the game got released, a little bit more complete instead of how many updates we got
Yeah,
after then.
I mean CD Projekt Red. They were in the same boat last time around with Witcher 2, and they did a much better job on Witcher 3. A much bigger team, and they fixed it all, and it worked for the most part out of the gate, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, I'm okay with giving it to CD Projekt Red also, because they put together a really good game, and
I am
they've
okay
continuously
with both,
supported it with
yeah.
DLC, and like
Yeah.
the DLC
I mean,
they've come out with
it's
has been
great with
really
what-
strong.
Taken King is now and where Destiny is, because they're in a much better place than what they originally were in.
Yeah, it's two good companies that both listen to the people that enjoy their games and like take it to heart. It's kind of just, it's a toss up.
I have no personal attachment to either, but I just love the way that Bungie has embraced the community, even the community that's torn them to shreds.
Dude,
In a way,
literally,
no one else really has. Like, if the community tears EA to shreds, or
they would just ignore
EA
it.
Sports or whatever, they just are like, whatever, dude. This is the game you get. It's like, man, we're not gonna really like. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. Huh. Tristan, where are you at? CD Projekt?
I was leaning towards them, though. Jason makes a lot of good points with the community. I don't know how involved CD Projekt Red is with the community.
I think they are. They keep putting a lot of patches out.
The only thing with Bungie that kind of irritates me is this level 25 thing that's still sticking.
That-
the DLC
is-
stuff is a little sketch.
That's like just like ugh, and they're saying that they're not going to charge us for any expansions, this year. Like all the upgrades and updates and like new content is going to be free because of this stuff. So in that aspect, it's cool, and thank you to everybody who buys that shit. But it's also just like a little, like I don't know.
Oh,
if it's
you know what
bad.
else I'm upset about? The Dinklage situation. Just a lack of foresight on that one.
Yeah!
It just proves like a really confusing leadership structure there, right? Like,
I've
how did
never
that
seen
make it all the way
something like
through?
that Where like such a central, important character in the game
Swapped out.
totally swapped out a year after the game gets released.
That's dedication, though.
I mean, they had to do it, right? Because they
Yeah.
were like, oh yeah, we can always get Dinklage, and Dinklage was probably like, what do you want me to do? No,
No, he's done. Dude.
I didn't. I was bored the first time. You think I'm going to come back and do this again?
Yeah.
All right, CD Projekt Red. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
You know
now
that I
that-
think about it, Bungie has made too many missteps. While they're correcting a lot of things, there's still too many.
Yeah.
Bumps
A
in
lot
the
of
road.
mistakes recently.
And the level 25 booster thing kind of just
That's
ruffled me a
just
little.
Nail in the coffin, and that was just like so soon.
So
like,
dumb,
A couple
dude.
weeks ago.
Yeah, and like right after they get like, oh, you can't pay to win. Kind of like you're not really winning, but it's technically like if you just got it fresh.
It's like
So-
they're not. It looks like they're learning, but they're not.
It's like one.
Stop
step
trying to trick
forward.
us, Bungie.
Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
not
if I can
easily
get
fooled
an
around
extra
here.
$3 if I sell a emote, then fine, we'll sell it.
Yeah,
Dumb stuff like that.
yeah. This is why we continuously talk even after we think we figured it out.
Yeah.
CD Projekt
Welcome to the website.
So there we have it, guys. AlexNav.com, best developer of 2015, CD Projekt Red, and they had The Witcher 3 came out this year. So
Cool.
awesome. Witcher 3.